major reason why teams eventually find the need to have more senior leadership guidance from a technology perspective is tech debt. So, well, what do I really mean by tech debt? I've explained this before as it being like how your code ends up forking and being overly customized for different cases, because maybe this is, customer A wanted this feature in this case, and then B was over here, and then C was over here, which is not to say that, your code ended up, this branched or this sort of if then in its structure, but it happens. We see it all the time. And perhaps a CTO or a technical leader could come in and say, well, maybe there's actually a pluggable architecture that would enable you to have customers A, B, and C served off of the same framework with a consistent pattern for customization, in terms of how the code is actually laid out, making it very easy to slot in customer E later, as opposed to figuring out, which aspect of the branches to go down to do that in the former case. And this is a simplified representation, but you get the idea. Tech debt accrues because people are making all these different requests of you, or even because over time your product diverges from what you thought the original intent was going to be. Whether that's like a hard pivot, an actual pivot in your business, or simply leaning into where the demand is in the market, you end up customizing and going down that path. Again, whether it's product-led or whether it's customer-led, that happens in real life. And that's really what drives the accrual of lots of tech debt. So understanding different architectural patterns, that's a key capability that a technical leader, a CTO, is going to bring to the table, and help you solve these problems before they metastasize. You'll get to a point, if you don't, where the amount of development, actually I'll make a graph here, which is the amount of time spent as you build a system early on. It sort of slopes off like this. This is sort of the arc of new development. So this is like new dev occurring, right? And what happens is, so it starts off at T0 going up really fast, but it gets dragged down and eventually hits a flat line because bugs accrue and maintenance issues accrue, and you get stuck here. And solving that tech debt enables you to do this and to start a new arc where you're able to get back to building new features. So critical for your future growth.